fun facts about Albuquerque, New Mexico. Hey, hi, I'm Angel. Thanks for stopping by my channel where I aspire to inspire you to always be reaching for your greatest, most playful self. I'm just leaving Albuquerque, New Mexico, and so I thought it'd be fun to go over some fun facts. Fact number one, Albuquerque is the highest metro city in the U.S. I did not know that. It's not the highest city, but the highest metro city, and it gets called that, I guess. So I had to look up metro city, and I went down kind of a rabbit hole there. And what I learned is that I think a metro city needs to be 1 million people, and then also the metro city means the city and all the surrounding like suburbs. The city, and Albuquerque is one of those cities that has a lot of surrounding suburbs. And so Albuquerque itself, Albuquerque residents are 585,000, but when you include the whole metro around it, the whole glob of people at the base of the Sandias there, then we are 0.9 million. So I don't know if actually you have to be a million to be a metro city. Maybe they just mean, you know, the whole big conglomerate. Anyway, our elevation, Albuquerque's elevation, is listed formally as 5,312 feet. It's actually between 4,900 and 6,700 because it's got quite a slope to it from the river to the mountain, base of the mountain. So, yep. By the way, Denver, which is where I'm headed toward, it is often called the Mile High City and is often thought of as higher, having a high elevation. Its formal elevation is exactly a mile. That's why it's called the Mile High City, and it's 5,280. So Albuquerque's is higher at 5,312. Formally, again, Denver's ranges from 5,130 to 5,690. So Albuquerque has a bigger range and a higher top and higher elevation. Number two, fun fact about Albuquerque, New Mexico, was that it used to be the sheep herding center of the Southwest. That was basically what it was originally created for, was a place on the river there to meet with your sheep. And right now, number three fun fact, right now it is the hot air capital of the world. We host an annual international competition there in Albuquerque. It's like our one big deal for tourism, and it's pretty neat. The skies are full of balloons often, and during October and in September before the event, in October when we have the event, it's usually pretty spectacular event for the whole city. Number four fun fact about Albuquerque, New Mexico is that it was the first home of Microsoft in 1975 to 1979 before it moved to Silicon Valley, I guess, where it is now, or wherever it is now. San Francisco, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, so that might be the same thing. Anyway, number five fun fact, probably my favorite fun fact about Albuquerque that I learned in doing research for this little list is that it is equidistant from LA and Kansas City. From Los Angeles and Kansas City is the same distance. It's equidistant from Phoenix and Denver, and it's equidistant from Salt Lake City and Dallas. So it is just like right smack in the middle of on the way to a bunch of places. That's why Bugs Bunny used to say, must have took a wrong turn in Albuquerque, because we got what we call the Big I, two intersecting interstates that come through our city. I like to say you could drive 100 miles at 100 miles an hour in any direction out of the city. It's one of my favorite things about it. Anyway, that's not on my fun fact list. That's just my own personal, it's not actually a fact. It's an exaggeration. It's a saying. Number six fun fact about Albuquerque was that we had the first Bitcoin machine debuted in a cigar shop, it says, which I assume meant a smoke shop, but it was called Imbibe. It's probably still there because that was fairly recently, I think, and they're probably doing pretty well. That was probably a pretty smart move, I'm thinking. Anyway, number seven fun fact about Albuquerque, New Mexico is that our soils make it really hard to build high-rise buildings. So our highest building is 22 stories, and 351 feet tall. I think that's the Bank of America building, which is actually now used for state stuff mostly. But in any case, I didn't know that it was our soil, which makes sense because I have researched our soil, and it's pretty, we're just basically on a huge pile of decayed granite rock and sand. So number 8 fun fact about Albuquerque is that it sits nestled at the bottom of the Sandia Mountains, which are over 10,000 feet tall, which house the longest tram in the Northwest, or I mean in Northern America, I think. I don't know. I don't remember now. New tram's been getting built. But anyway, a very long tram all the way from the bottom to the top. And you can see 11,000 square miles from the top of the Sandia Mountains, including all of the metro Albuquerque. And number 10 fun fact about Albuquerque is that UNM boasts the most unusual architecture of any college in America. It's all the way from traditional Pueblo architecture to very modern, postmodern type of stuff, and lots of stuff in between. It is a really diverse campus. Over 25,000 students a year graduate from there, I think was something I read. Anyway, that's my 10 fun facts about Albuquerque. I'm going to stop and stretch my legs. I hope you enjoyed those. What's your favorite fun fact out of those or about the city you live in? I would love to know if you care to share. As always, you can find ways to connect to me on the other social media platforms, my website, my stores, my books in the description below. And I hope you give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Until next time, I wish you peace, prosperity, positivity, love, laughter, lightness, and playfulness.